Chicas. Greetings, holy ones. Today I had someone ask me, in one of the video comments, how come you called me holy? Chicas. All beings, even though tonight's topic, fallen angels, were once holy, maybe they practice being unholy. But remember, all of you started as Christos avatars. You're human, and we have the diamond sun DNA. That's a 12-strand DNA. You're holy. Okay, part of yourself remembers. Your higher selves. So tonight, we're going to be talking about fallen angels from the Phantom Matrix. Also known as, well, you could say, what it's called by religion is hell. Other like teachings such as pantheon, people who believe in pantheons of gods, those would be Hades, in reference to the different gods, Roman gods, Greek gods. We're actually going to be talking about those beings because they're connected to fallen angels. And so I just want to say at the very beginning, okay, that this information is not coming from religion, from religion's point of view, nor is it coming from the New Age channeling movement point of view. This information is coming specifically from, remember, I always give source. People say I'm making stuff up. I've been studying this since 2010. It's already 14 years I've been studying the innerchristos Law of One. It's the Emerald Order teachings point of view. That's the point of view that we're going to be talking about regarding fallen angels. You can throw in demons in there. Any being who's dark, following the path of chaos, who is vampiric in their energies. That's an important aspect I want to talk about. Any being can become a fallen angel. It's not just a set group of angels that were in heaven who fell. Okay, this is actually a type of consciousness. So any being with this type of consciousness can fall and become phantom, matrix, and become a fallen angel. And we'll go into more detail about that. So, and I just want to also leave the disclaimer: you guys don't have to believe anything I say, or which is based on anything the Emerald Order says, or what our teacher, Speaker 1, Iyasha Ashana, says. So you can listen to this information and you can decide for yourself if you resonate with it or not. And that's what it's about. This is all energy. It's all a resonance of that energy. So thank you guys for being here. Kick back. Even if you disagree, please be respectful in chat. We have 4 moderators, and just to take care of any type of trolls. You can leave your messages. Just be respectful to the rest of us who are following these inner Christos knowledge. So, and I have family coming on in, Starseeds, Holy Ones. Let me say hello. Quantum Cube in the house. I want you guys to notice I started on time today. Wow, can you believe it? I started right at 6 o'clock. So, which is pretty amazing for... I just wanted to make that note. I will strive harder. Lisa, Greg in the house. You guys can hear me okay, right? You can see me and hear me okay? I have lights and camera and action, and it shows me it's working, so. All right, so we have Quantum Cube. I'm definitely thankful for you, Holy One. Much respect. Thank you for your kind feedback. I've gotten different types of feedback, so it's so wonderful to hear your feedback. Thank you, Holy One, for being here. Lisa, Greg, hello from Canada. Thank you for holding space with us, Canada. I am him. We early. Yes, that's what I just explained. We're early tonight. On time, actually. Greetings, everyone. That's what I am him says. Anise Star. And thank you guys for being members, by the way. All of you in green letters, they're members. I see a lot of members tonight. Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting this work. I am him. Annie Star, beautiful. Welcome, beautiful. Daphne B, hello, holy ones, sending her positive energies. Hugh Lee? Wait, is that the same as Hugh Programmer? I just want to let us know in the comments. Machiwa Tavian, thank you for your positive energies. Sarah Holder, so glad to see you, sister. Machiwa, Annie Star, sending love to all. Dave, good evening, everyone. Our sister, Raga XX Muffin in the house. Good to see you, sister. Coco Vanderbilt, another member. Hello from Seattle. Welcome, Seattle. Tigrese or Tiger Rice. Probably Tigrese. Sorry if I butcher your name. I'm not trying to. Jenkins in the house. Much love to you. Starman Vato. Good to see you, brother. Hugs, man. What's up? Much respect to you, Vato. Seriously. And Starman is one of our moderators, so he will be watching our back as long as he can stay tonight. We got Mr. Williams 25. Hey, Christos Avatar. And I just want to say, you guys, if you also have a question, put the name or the word Christos Avatar with your comment so it becomes highlighted like that. I just brought your time matrix diagram. I also want to tell you that I believe there is a mix-up with Stargate 1. Ashiana says it's the South Pole, and in Voyager's 2. Actually, actually there's 12 Stargates and there's 12 control sites. So it's not SG1, and I'll show you real quick. We'll get this straight. Mokoya, let me open up Acrobat real quick so we can get Voyagers open. So open, and we'll be talking about Stargates tonight, you guys, because these fallen angels, they will be using Stargates and portals to get here and to mess with Earth and humans. So let me open Voyagers 1 and 2 just in case. All right, 1 second. Let me look in Voyagers 1. I put Sedona because it's faster to find. There's no results in Voyager 1. Let me turn it on for you guys as well. And we'll be taking a look at that. I'm pretty confident that SG1 is Sedona, or actually it's called the Painted Desert. Let me go up to this. That's why I'm having an issue. It's called the Painted Desert. Not Sedona is related to the vortices around it. So wait, let me make sure you guys can see it. I have to push refresh real quick. And so, come on, let's do this. All right, we got it. Okay. So we'll go to the Painted Desert again, because Earth's first primary vortex, right there, brother. Okay, let me see. I'm looking. I just also wanted to tell you that I believe it's a mix-up. Stargate 1, South Pole. No, it's not South Pole, Vato. You can see right here. It's saying it straight up right here. Let's keep going down. There's three more results. Arizona Desert, Earth's first primary Stargate. There it is again. Let's go to the third result. Oh, wow. Gee, 7 Stargates, and here's the first one, Painted Desert. Last result. Oh, that's in the index. Okay, so now let's go to the top of the PDF. Now that we got that straightened out, let's see what the South Pole says. A South Pole 3 results. Okay, so that's Lake Titicaca, Giza, Egypt. Wait, this is something that happened in January, so let me keep going down. Haley, South Pole, SG1, Necromaton, Andromi. See, what this is the crystal bases, the underground, the control bases. That's what I just said, control bases. These are what connect, these are, it gets confusing because you have to look at, there's Q sites, there's control bases, and this would be connecting, so South Pole would connect to the SG1. And the Necromatons were using that. The Men in Black also, aka Men in Black, which are some of these fallen angels. The Draconian Dracos, fallen angels. So they would use the Haley South Pole to connect to SG1. But SG1 is the Painted Desert of Arizona. There's no mix-up, but thank you for bringing that up. So let me switch back to the camera. All right. Well, not everyone will be in North America, Rue. There's usually people from around the world here. All right, Hugh Programmer, Hugh Lee. All right, thank you, Holy One. Thank you for clearing that up. I figured because I saw your positive emojis in energy, so. Helena, Machiwa, Stardust Goddess, greetings. Caroline from Australia, welcome Australia. 13th Indigo says Yeshua. Melchizedek, welcome. 44? I missed that. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I have to skip down a little bit, but let me get the questions. Thank you, Helena, for your comments. Appreciate it, sister. Nikki Colombo Show. Have you seen what it looks like spherically? Wait, you say what it looks like. What are you talking about? I missed that part of the conversation, I guess. I've heard Ashana describe as kind of like their auras, spherical. So, and you will find it in more information about the Huva bodies in Kathara. Check that out. So I welcome you guys from this information about fallen angels, which are, you think about this. In religion, they talk about fallen angels. Let me push refresh again. Okay, waiting for it to refresh. Come on, let's do this. We got this. Okay, so fallen angels. I might want to lower my camera a bit. Okay. Let me light my candle as well. Now, fallen angels. Even religion says they're from another world. They're from heaven. They came from heaven, first, before they fell. So one thing we can agree is they came from another place, not from this world. You would say, not from this dimension of reality. So these are beings from other realities, other worlds. Okay? So the Guardians call it other dimensions. Because we don't just have other galaxies and something called the multiverse, so more than other universes. But we have all of those in higher dimensions. So there's galaxies and universes in, you would say, the universe in density 1 carbon matter. But there's more dimensions, there's more universes, there's more matter forms, different matter forms. And we think of angels as being, shimmer light, some type of brilliant light, some type of, they're not so physical as us because they're in other dimensions, other matter forms. And humans get in the habit of calling these beings spirits. They're aliens, extraterrestrials, in different matter form, different dimensions. So they appear ghost-like. We call them ghosts and spirits, but they're not. They're physical like us, but less dense, less atoms. You get less atoms, you're more evolved. So these more evolved, less physical, Being more physical is less evolved. So these higher evolved beings who are less physical than us are coming from other realities. Just the fact alone that they don't have the same physical matter as us, they're from other realities. They're not coming from some other galaxy. They're coming from another density universe, we call them. And so now there's another thing I want to talk about. We have these several levels of realities, not just heaven, hell, and earth. According to a book that's only 1,700 pages on average, depending how big or small the print is, the Bible doesn't talk about everything. It only fits as much as it can in this book. Okay, so there's more about the creation. There's more about the different space-time, the different time periods, the different planets, the different matter forms. And aliens, we're like I said, we get in the habit of calling these beings angel or spirits. Spirits, ghosts, angels, they're all alien beings. I have seen a succubus, which is a fallen angel. Okay? Remember, fallen angels are beings. Anyone can become a fallen angel. Any alien can become a fallen angel. It's a state of consciousness. Becoming a fallen angel, becoming a phantom being, is actually what's called reverse consciousness. You get into hatred. You get into murder and sacrifice and torture. This is your energy. These are your thoughts. You are anti-life, against life. You hate God. You hate humans. You hate everything. You're a reverse consciousness. We're not the body. You're the consciousness inside of the body. So what is your consciousness resonance? What do you think about? What are you representing? What are you doing? How are you treating others? Eventually, there's a process of de-evolution. So when we talk about these fallen angel beings and other realities called the Phantom Matrix, they fell there based on lifetimes, many times. They finally got their state, their consciousness, into a reverse consciousness, who is now vampiric, who is now attacking life, who now is in a finite state. The Phantom Matrix is like a black hole, subtime-space distortion field. Okay? Black hole. Sucking in energy. Guardians aren't like that. We don't suck and take energy and feed off of it. Feed off of other consciousness. So, once again, any being can fall into that state. It's not just specific beings like we're going to talk about. The Draconians, fallen angels. Not just the Anunnaki, fallen angels. Human beings. And there's a part of us who are angelic, so even human angels, any beings can become this legions of fallen angels who are following it's called the path of chaos. Okay? These beings are chaotic. They're vampiric. Okay, so, and we're going to go into more of that in detail. And I just want to say, you guys, this is the 9th day. The 9th day I have been weed eating this yard and pruning trees and bushes and clearing brush. OMG, man, I got a tan, I've been wearing these gloves. Look at my hand, is the difference in my hand and my arm. It's not too brutal. I mean, it's only May, so it's not too hot right now, but it will be. I'm glad I'm getting this done now, but my hands, my little bones, and I got to use this wand. Thank goodness to Starman. Thank you, brother, who introduced me this in my life. I've said it again, I literally use this every single day because it works. It really gets rid of these pain. It takes a few seconds, literally, but I have to go around my wrist, go along my hand, Sometimes it hurts right here, so I got to do the sides of my hand. I'll do my forearm. From doing all this labor and work, I've been sore. So, and I got to be mindful of my back and all that. You know, bending down, getting on my knees. My knees are sore. You know, and then there's all kinds of little ants everywhere and hiding in all these weeds I haven't cut in a long time. Let me light this incense real quick. Because anytime, but especially when you're talking about negative consciousness, you always want to be mindful of your space. And protect your space. Cleanse your own energies and purify and protect your space. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around, a human trying to evolve into a spirit. Hello, backwards. You came up from there. Up there, even these fallen angels came up from there, but fell and fell. Keep on falling, fallen angel, and end up in the Phantom Matrix. Machiwa. We're going to show that on my multiverse diagram, the 15-dimensional diagram, to help you visualize this a little bit better. It helps to see it. We are part of the guardian angelic nation, starseeds, indigos. Okay, we don't make ourselves enemies of the fallen angels. The fallen angels think of us as enemies. They attack us. You don't see Oceana or let's say the Voyagers books calling us warriors, do they? They call us guardians. We're defenders. Not provoking, not aggressive, not trying to beat up the fallen angel. We defend. We would use defensive technologies, but this spiritual war happens in consciousness. This is done through consciousness. And you guys, they have been invading our planet, invading our religions, invading our spiritual beliefs, and taking over in positions of power. They have puppets down here called the Illuminati. They're actively here. So like in religion, they say, oh, there was fallen angels, fell from heaven. They were servants of God. Now they're not. Now all this BS. Hello, this is actually, they're still here. They haven't gone nowhere. They're still attacking us. They're still getting involved in our civilizations, in our nations, and taking over positions of power through their extraterrestrial hybrids. So they blend in with us, but they're not us. They're part human. There's legit aliens out there too, in their real form. And then there's beings incarnating. You know what incarnation is, right? The soul, the consciousness, comes into the body on earth, grows up as a baby, a child, an adult. Now you're here representing your clan. And we will be talking about Archangel Michael and all these other elves, family of angels. They're not what you think, homies. And one thing that the darkness, the fallen angelic, will do is pretend to be a good guy. Pretend to be a good god. You know, a good archangel. That is part of their technique. That, you know, the Draconians are more like, that's more of an Anunnaki thing. Manipulation, you know, that kind of trickery. But the dragons are more like bulldogs. They'll just come and railroad you, you know. The Anunnaki have a different strategy. And they call themselves, the Anunnaki call themselves Luciferians. And not from the morning star, Lucifer, the greatest angel. No. This is You will learn from these teachings. Maybe you're new and you haven't seen any of these other videos. We talk about Lucifer, we talk about Satan, we talk about the families who are representing these personifications. Just like Archangel Michael is not a real being, it's a personification given to the earth humans. Here, believe in this archangel. Here, worship and follow us. They are pretending, they're bad guys, but also pretending to be good guys. Pretending to be God. Yahweh. Allah. Pretending to be good archangels. Archangel Michael. Pretending to be good star brothers and star seeds. Galactic Federation. They pretend. Lord Maitreya. King of Kings, Lord Jesus, Lord Melchizedek. Hello, that's your first red flag. You see, do you think a holy being, a divine being following law of one, treating you as equal, call itself Lord? Lord this, Lord that. Hello, that word is meant to put you in servitude. Lord over you, King over you, Pope over you. Machiwa. Let me show you the Phantom Matrix, homies. Chicas Masur. Let me bring up Photoshop and open the 15-dimensional time matrix so I can show you the Phantom Matrix. And I have, different conversations going on with different people on different platforms. And some by email, some by Facebook, some by Instagram. I can't keep doing this, you guys. I can't be, I'm not here to be customer service. I'm not here to be, what do you call it? A spiritual counselor, a spiritual advisor. I can't put my time into that. My time is devoted to making these videos and bringing this content. I'm a content creator, not a spiritual advisor, just letting you know. I'm not going to get into these long, lengthy conversations. I look at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm still, writing to somebody when that's not my job. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring this up. I'm a content creator. I'm a publisher. I'm here to teach, not talk and get into conversations and help you with all your problems when you guys can study this information. We as a matter of fact, Starman, Celine, or Indigo Wizard, or Little Alien, my moderators, they can give you links to this information. You can study it too and be part of this growing awakening in the Christos unity law of one awakening. Okay, so Machiwa. Let me switch it to Adobe Photoshop. And so we have the 15-dimensional time matrix. I'm trying to show you where these fallen angels are coming from. This is the Universal Templar, okay? And like our sister said earlier, spheres within spheres within spheres. And that's what this hologram system is. That's an important aspect, okay? Only in hologram fields will you find darkness. This is a hologram field. You're not going to find darkness outside of it. The original God, the original intention of God is joy and omni-love. Always has been. There is no neutrality in God. God has a preference, and it's unconditional love. So some people are trying to go through a spiritual... I hear some loud truck or something outside. Some spiritual system of neutrality, being neutral or whatever. You guys, that's a distortion in New Age. Okay, so darkness is limited. Darkness is capped. You don't embrace your shadow. That's a New Age BS. You know what shadow is? Let me bring that up. Let me bring it up. One second here. And actually, this is the creeds, the false creeds of the fallen angelics. I don't know what that engine is, you guys. Hopefully they'll go away soon. Okay, it's pulling up in photos instead of Photoshop. Let me fix that. A couple seconds. Appreciate your patience. Okay. All right, so this is unnatural. This is not organic to God, not organic to our time matrix. Okay? So there is no embrace the positive and the negative. It's complete bullet BS. Going into neutrality or whatever you want to call it. No, you're not trying to. Thank you. Goodbye. You're not trying to embrace fear and guilt and judgment in your healing. Are you kidding me? Okay, if that's your strategy to embrace your shadow, you guys, those of you following a Christic path, you know that's BS. And by the way, this is the fallen angelics who have brought us this. It is anti-God, it's anti-Christic, and it's in all the creeds of modern day belief systems. These are the fallen angels bringing this. The fallen angels have re-edited, have changed religions on planet Earth. Christianity, here we go. Here you go, Christianity. This is the original law of one. This is God's preference. God has a preference, and this always has existed. This has not always existed. Okay? This has not always existed. This is not natural. It is unnatural to our 15-dimensional time matrix. Let me check chat real quick. Okay. So this is the living system. And there's only darkness all the way up in the living system up to the 11th dimension. After the 11th dimension, you see, darkness is capped. It is not part of the all-encompassing God. It is a small portion of Creator, and everything above the 11th dimension is part of the, you would say, omni-love, blessed joy, the original and preference of Creator God, Source. And so you were given free will in this time matrix. You are ascended masters. Okay, all of us were, even fallen angels, even Lucifer, as you call it, Satan, we were once all blessed beings. We're once one of the ascended masters. All the ascended masters came in, a group of them called the Melchizedek Ascended Masters came in and created this 15-dimensional time matrix. God created this time matrix, a polarized system. See, there's an antiparticle side, a parallel side, which is base electric, mostly base electric, oscillation. Our system is base magnetic, mostly vibration. So this is the natural system. Now we got something unnatural over here. The phantom matrix anomaly. Remember, only the 11th dimension. It only goes up to the 11th dimension. And so this is a black hole subtime distortion cycle. This is reverse consciousness. This is the location, also called the bottomless pit, hell, or Hades. This is the location of fallen angelic extraterrestrial races with mutated DNA. So it all starts with that DNA. You mess up the DNA, you're going to have distorted consciousness. Okay? And these are the chaotic life forms that have and are plaguing our time matrix living system throughout history. They're still messing with it because this, my friends, this bottomless pit, this phantom matrix is finite. See, you don't see chakra creation currents in this system. It's in the living system. You get the chakra, the creation currents, 9th-dimensional Kundalini. You'll get 12th-dimensional Maharata, life force currents, Kirashe, life force energy, Kundalini. Well, that's not part of the phantom, but I'm saying all the way up to here, you don't have it over here. This is a death and dying place. Reverse life means death, means self-termination, self-destruction, what the Guardians call unconscious oblivion. Because you keep on falling, fallen angel, until you go into space dust. You go through all these levels of dark avatars, you fall down into dark oversouls, you fall into dark souls, eventually dark incarnates, and eventually, appear in the third dimension, and then the second dimension, lower than that, hominid beings or whatever, lower into subatomic particles, dark matter, and lower into space dust. And then COD will recycle your ass into new consciousness. So fallen angels, dark consciousness, negative energy, dark beings will also return to God. Return back to source. But it's this direction, down, reverse. Beings who are ascending, they're going upwards. They're expanding and going back to source God that way. And guess what? That's the destiny of joy. It's called the path of order versus the path of chaos, which leads you into unconscious oblivion. So, and so by the way, this is the time matrix, which is for sale, by the way. You guys are welcome to click on the link below. And this is an excellent resource guide. It talks about, Phantom Earth and how some of these beings are getting here, the Philadelphia experiment wormhole, the 2 wormholes from Atlantis. It talks about the inner Earth races, the Magi indigo children races, the angelic human races, and the fallen angelic races, tonight's topic. And inner Earth, parallel Earth, all that. So this is an excellent resource tool. It's worth $15, you guys. I have so much positive feedback on this. So help your brother out, support this work, and also get this in return. So this is, as you can see, called a multiverse because there's 5 density universes. Okay, and the one that we're familiar with is the carbon matter universe. Our scientists talk about carbon matter. They don't talk about crystal carbon matter. Okay, or also called carbon etheric. They don't talk about other greater matter forms either, like etheric matter, crystal silicate. They don't talk about hydroplasmic prematter. They don't talk about thermoplasmic antimatter. Okay, so our scientists have a lot more to learn. Okay, and the truth of the matter is, some scientists do figure it out, especially through quantum physics. They come out and talk about it, but they end up being shut up really quick, or threaten their life, or threaten their families, or or they lose their positions of power, or they end up with cement slippers when they come out with the truth. Because we are being ruled, you guys, by these fallen angels. Like I said, they've already in our religions, they've already in places of power, our politicians, there are kings and queens, our presidents, there are CEOs, they're operating in secrecy. And just like, let me finish this one. I'll go back to the hybrids. I want to talk about this. Every universe, like the next universe, where most of these fallen angels are coming from density 2. A lot of them are coming from the phantom density 2, which are called dark souls. So these phantom beings can actually travel to our system through natural stargates and wormholes, portals, or unnatural, technologically created wormholes. Have you heard of the Philadelphia experiment or the Montauk Project? Hello, Zeta Gray aliens. Government, our government, U.S. government, made treaties with these beings. They sold us out. our government sold us out. And these beings ended up betraying the government. And they're working autonomously. They'll do whatever they want now. These things, these wormholes are from a long, long time ago. And hello, what do you think they're doing at CERN? HARP? They're trying to create more wormholes for travel from these phantom beings. Travel from their people, their homies. Okay? And these are some of the homies. The red ones are the ones who are fallen angels. Okay? And the different density matters. There's different beings, different levels of fallen angels. There's the Arcturian Draco Anunnaki. That's a hybrid between reptilians and Anunnaki. The Azrael. Have you ever heard of the Azrael? Well, they took the DNA from the Azurite. They took the DNA from the Azurite plus the DNA of Anunnaki plus the gargoyle race, which is Ceres. Out of the Ceres, bird people, wings, got gargoyles. Out of the gargoyles, they ended up down here in the Azrael DNA. So now you got dark angels like this, creatures. These are fallen angels. The Zeta Gray aliens, fallen angels. We got malevolent ET insectoids, malevolent dinos, reptilians, avian Anu Dracos. Oh, here's a famous one, Dracon, draconians, dinosaur, reptilians, dragons, winged dragons. Omicron are insectoid dino reptilians called dragon moths. Odedicron fallen angels, winged reptilians. Necromaton beetle people, more fallen angelic races way up, and notice their dark avatars at the 10th and 11th dimension. Way higher than the freaking earth humans in dimension 3. They're in dimension 11, homies. We have guardians higher than them, but they're coming from high levels. The Anu Elohim, that's a big player. That was the first fallen angel. They're the ones who created the Jehovian Anunnaki, and then they're the ones who created the, their DNA was used to make the Inky Anunnaki, Enlil Anunnaki. We got, and Marduk Anunnaki, who are called themselves Luciferian. The Luciferian covenant. So let me go back. Thank you guys for joining this live as we talk about fallen angels from the Phantom Matrix, aka Hell, Hades, the bottomless pit, Machiwa. These are beings from other dimensions, other matter forms, not the same matter as carbon. They're from a different matrix. And so they're capped. You could say trapped from 11th dimension and down. You see, darkness is limited. They can't even leave the 11th dimension unless they change and make a host matrix, a DNA consciousness host matrix with the guardians, which will help assist them revert back to the living system, get back their 12 strand. And these fallen angels don't want human race to get their 12 strand, which is called, let me refresh the page. The guardians call it the silicate matrix DNA. 12-strand DNA, not double helix. Maybe there's some humans who have only 2 strands. But there's starseeds coming in. Hello, starseeds. Hello, indigos. Coming on in, birthing on in, just like the other hybrids. Remember, I was going to talk about hybrids. So we have UFOs. The UFOs are using portals. They're using stargates. Not light speed like you see in Star Trek. Have you seen the movie Stargate? Okay, that was disclosure. Even according to people, whistleblowers in the secret space program, say that show, that TV show, that movie is disclosure of Stargates and how they're being used by the fallen angels, malevolent ETs, and by the humans. Shadow government, secret space program who have learned not just to clone sheep, they learned how to clone bodies, humans. They know how to leave the solar system. They have discovered interdimensional travel through portals, through wormholes, because there's natural ones on Earth. There's 12 primary stargates. The most important one are the 7 stargates mentioned in the Bible as stargates. Oh, the seven seals, which opened. The 7 seals opened. Now the 7th one closed. So these beings have taken over. I know for sure they've taken over the Egyptian one, the Stargate in Egypt, underneath the pyramid. So when you control a Stargate, you can stop what's coming in and going out. This is why they have Stargate 4, SG4, but the Guardians, Indigo children, are coming from SG6. So they got around the Stargate 4 being, in the hands of the fallen angels. And so there's a war over Stargates. Not to mention, there's these natural planetary Stargates, not just our planet. It's a natural component of planets. It's a natural component of suns, stars. A sun is a star is a sun. You have sun stargates. You have planetary stargates. So these beings, there's a network of travel, man. Have you guys ever played this game, Eve Online? It's an old school game. It's not probably popular anymore, but they use stargates to travel from place to place, like going from New York to California. Plus they have talked about secret portals that they would go to the moon. They would go to across the world within a second. These fallen angels are using portals and stargates. And not to mention, there's a huge network of technologically built stargates. So there's a whole network of natural stargates and portals and a whole network of created ones. And they say it's created by the elder races, right? So this is something that is part of your wake-up call. And the stargates are part of our ascension, because a stargate on a planet is an open conduit of higher dimensional energy. This is why the aliens, fallen angels, are here, man. Because they don't want humans awakening. Well, some of us are awakening anyways. Reclaiming our silicate matrix DNA, getting our 4th strand, heart chakra, getting our 5th strand, throat chakra, getting our 3rd eye opened. Okay? 6th dimension, 5th dimension, 4th dimension. Now you can see aliens and spirit guides, higher selves, because of these. And I get so many people asking this question. I mean, all the time. I guess they're going to always be asking this question. Who am I? Which starseed am I? Who is my family? You guys, this is where you look. Okay, you look in your higher chakras, because humans are chakras 1, 2, and 3. The root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. Everything, that's Earth. Earth is 3D. 3 dimensions, 1, 2, and 3. So these are higher dimensions. You think they're spirits. They're not. They're beings with less dense matter. In this level, the 4th dimension astral, the 5th dimension archetype, and the 6th dimension celestial angelic. So this is a spiritual war, homies. And we're under attack, and have been for 50,000 years. And the reality is, our human race has been destroyed before. This is the 3rd human seeding. We were destroyed in human seeding 1 by fallen angels. The Anunnaki extraterrestrials. I know some of you love the Anunnaki, but they destroyed us. Human seeding 2, wiped out by these fallen angels. But this time it was the reptilian fallen angels. Human seeding 3, here we are. We went through Lemuria successfully. It wasn't successful, really. We went through Atlantis. Now we're here now, the Aryan time. We'll go into other times, but we're still being attacked by Anunnaki fallen angels reptilian fallen angels, dragons, Dracos, Omicron, Odedicron, you saw in the diagram, winged reptilians, dragon reptilians, human Dracos are human reptilians, hybrids. So not only are they using the Philadelphia experiment wormhole or the Montauk project or the ancient 10,000 years ago Stargate portals from around the Bermuda Triangle area, well, they're getting here, okay? They're coming here, they're incarnating here. They have abilities to incarnate here into the hybrid bodies of humans who are half and half. Well, they're not humans then, they're half and half part. That's why they can blend in with us. Have you seen the movie They Live? They Live. Go look up and watch the trailer. They Live. This guy puts on glasses, and now he sees, wow, hidden aliens inside of some of the population of Earth. The glasses help him see it instead of using this, because some of you can see in other people's fields. You'll see some reptilian in someone else's field. You'll see an Anunnaki or a Necromaton beetle people in someone's fields. You awaken the heart chakra, you're going to be super psychic compared to most humans who don't even believe in that. Right? Most humans don't believe in aliens, even though there's footage of UFOs and testimonies of people, even in hypnosis. People have talked about their experiences. People have literally been abducted. Hello, all over the world are all kinds of testimonials, but you don't believe that they exist. You see, you're not ready to awaken. You're what you call sleepers anonymous. You're sleeping. Even some of you indigos and starseeds are sleeping. You need to wake up. We're waking up. We have this Stargate opening cycle. We have fourth dimensional currents flowing in. Fifth dimensional, sixth dimensional, seventh dimensional. No, not 7 anymore, but 6 through 4 are higher levels of consciousness. That's why we are awakening, or at least experiencing the symptoms of ascension, experiencing the symptoms of something crazy going on in our, and a lot of your guys' memories are returning. You remember these wars that you were in, the Liran Elohim wars, and there's that word, Elohim. A family of fallen angels. Oh, isn't Elohim in the Bible? Yes, it is. Remember what happened to religion? Take it over. And we'll show you on the PDFs again. I've done it in another video, but on this topic, I'll show you how it's even possible. All religions on earth have been turned into patriarchies. Put down the divine feminine. You put down women on this planet because of religion. There's your first red flag. You put down women, now you got all kinds of distorted things happening. Not just that, but there's many things. They distort your DNA. The human DNA is this. Look in the mirror. You think you're so beautiful and sexy and the center of the universe. There's literally people who believe the humans are the center of the universe. The crazy truth is you're actually de-evolving, not the center of anything. Oh, we have an important covenant. Duty. We're guardians. We're supposed to be. We're not doing a good job because we have fallen angels in places of power, controlling religion, controlling our governments. There shouldn't be governments. There shouldn't be authorities. There shouldn't be elitists. There shouldn't be rulers. Hello? But you accept it as normal. It's normal. It's not. It's freaking danger, Red Robinson. You are in danger territory. Remember what I said earlier? They wiped us out twice. They also took over these fallen angelic Dracos, and who are, by the way, they're earthlings. They were created, their hybrid was created on Earth, homies. And also, they're friends with the Zeta Gray aliens. We keep getting abducted by Greys. Many people have talked about being abducted by Greys. They go into hypnosis and talk about the Greys, but you want to dismiss it. It's not true. It's all BS. Aliens aren't real. It's just movies and science fiction. You see what I'm saying? You see how we're sleeping and being taken over in the background. Machiwa, we're under what the Guardians call a 200-year evacuation. Okay? That means the gates aren't going to be staying open. This is the last round. You see, we're awakening to the fact that your DNA is mutated. You can't ascend on this planet anymore. This is called a descension planet. I didn't say Phantom Earth. We're not there yet. It's descending. Okay? So part of the consciousness on Earth is descending, de-evolving into something else that is not meant to be. And you will actually lose. Remember, when you fall, you lose DNA. You become lesser of a being. Animal-like form. Being controlled like a puppet on a string by the fallen angelics in power. Oh, they'll wipe out most of us. They'll create pole shift even if they want to. You know what pole shift does? Everything is destroyed. All life is destroyed on a Stargate opening pole shift. If it goes under pole shift in the Stargate opening cycle, that's an exclamation point. That's game over. Now you're going to be maybe a human seating 4, right? So let me check out chat again. Today is Jupiter Cosini. I don't know what that is, Coco Vanderbilt. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Asian Freestyle MW, you said it. We need to go into, well, we wouldn't call it unicity. I don't know what that is, but unity. Well, they're teaching in the religions that have been changed and the new age that has been changed, they're teaching fragmentation. They're teaching you to be, not unity, but to be serving the self. Okay, we serve others as guardians, as the omni-love, and unconditional love and unity is the qualities of being serving light, the true intention of God, not these false gods that have been put up in religion. New Agers are following false gods too. They're following astrology systems which are based on planets and gods and their sigils. And you're using tarot magic cards because they're based on this. The art is got meaning, honey. And what does Enoch say about magic? It was given to you by the angels, by the fallen angels. Your astrology and tarot and magic systems given to you by the fallen angels. What does that say? You're worshiping gods? Oh, they're godlets, not the God. There's only one creator God. And that's what these whole fallen angels do. They set up authority. They set up godlets, gods for you to worship. God, now your governments, back in the Roman days and Greek days, church and state, honey. Now the church, the religion, the fallen angelic religion is now controlling your mind, controlling your freedom, controlling your opportunities. Now you got holy wars. Well, what is holy about war? What is holy about sacrifice? What is holy about genociding entire races of humans in the Bible? What is holy about cursing Egypt with several different curses of black magic, curses of destruction, chaos, and death? Do you see how billions of humans are following Christianity, Islam? Billions, man. And all these different religions are in false creeds. This is a red flag, red danger. This is look in the mirror. Your planet is de-evolving. Your planet is falling, is being taken over from the inside out, from behind the scenes, from the shadow. That's where the Illuminati come from. They operate in the shadow, which are puppets, human alien puppets, as representatives of the ETs who are fallen angelic and who hate you, who want to conquer you. The Anunnaki want to conquer you, but the reptilians want to conquer you. According to Yashana, it's the reptilians who win and take us over. Okay? This is why there isn't a guardian evac. For those of you who have raised your consciousness, opened your heart chakra, your throat chakra, you will go to 5D as long as you have a working Merkaba. These teachings, Emerald Order teachings by Iyasha Ashiana and the Guardians, Emerald Order Guardians, will teach you how to create your Merkaba field. Not New Age teachings like Drunvalo Melchizedek, who teaches you reverse. Drunvalo Melchizedek, whose teacher is a fallen angel called Thoth. Billy Carson, following Thoth. Okay, so you will find some not so good information exposing Billy Carson. And so you make your choice. Okay? You don't want to be learning no false ascension. It's taking you into the phantom, man. You want to learn the actual natural organic mechanics in Merkaba field and learn your Huva bodies, learn your phantom body. Excuse me. I just said phantom, that's why. Your plasma body. You know, you're about light. You saw on the diagram, thermoplasm, hydroplasm, you're a plasmic being, consciousness. Remember, the extraterrestrials can't go above the 11th dimension. They're blocked, they're stuck. They're in a black hole system. And I want to say, not all fallen angels are in the phantom. You have regular dark beings in the living system until they've finally fallen into the fallen system. And this all started between the reptilians and Anunnaki. They were the first fallen angels, specifically the Anu Elohim and the Omicron reptilian dragon moths. They started it all. What the Guardians call the original sin. Not sin as in guilt or religion, sin as in something horrible that affected everything in the Matrix. Everything was affected by what they did. You saw Star Wars? When Darth Vader destroyed, I forgot the name of the planet, but they destroyed Princess Leia's planet right in front of her. The Death Star destroys an entire planet. That's what, you know, how interesting they put that stuff in movies. This is exactly what the Anu Elohim did. And the reptilians did it too. They destroyed planet Avion. The Anunnaki destroyed planet Armatena to destroy Stargate 12. And it affected everything in the time matrix. Because you destroy a universal Stargate, that's what that was. If you destroy a universal Stargate, it destroys the 12th strand of DNA in all DNA templates that have a 12 strand. It destroys all those 12 substrands. The 12th strand and the 12 substrands and all the DNA is suddenly gone. And if you can't get your 12th strand, you can't go through ascension out of the time matrix. You're stuck in the time matrix because you can't go through the last 12th Stargate, universal Stargate. You know, when you're a Christed avatar, that means you have 12 strands. That's where the word Christ comes from. There's a real Jesus. We talk about Jesus. We talk about God, but just not from that religion point of view. Okay? You become Christed, which means you have the DNA to leave the time matrix. Now they suddenly didn't because they destroyed it. That was billions of years ago. This happened 250 billion years ago. But still, it took the Guardians a while to fix that Stargate. They had to create a Stargate, and it took a long time to do this. So they're the same ones who created the Human Genome Project. So, it's pretty complex, and talked about in the Voyager's material. Be kind, one love. Without negative, we wouldn't understand positive. Think about that. And? Does that mean you start being negative? No, you don't start becoming negative to understand being positive. You don't become negative to understand what it is to be loving. You don't need to be killing and sacrificing and torturing someone to understand love. You can talk about the fallen angels, what we're doing tonight. We're talking about the darkness so you can understand what it is and how it's affecting you according to the inner Christos. Okay? So you don't embrace, like I said at the very beginning of this video, I said you're not meant to embrace shadow into your life. You're meant to heal distortions, not embrace distortions to understand the light. You see that trap? Okay? You're meant to be blessed and live in love and unity, no judgment, not... 11:33. Average view duration, man, right there in front of my face. 1133. Somebody please put that in chat. I claim that. 1133, average view duration. So, you have to be very careful with that, those false New Age systems. Okay? Lost Fallen One, says Tars 676. Machiwa. Wow. Wait, M says Machiwa wholeness. Thank you, M. Indigo homie, what's up, brother? Good to see you, homie. I'm sure you came in a long time ago. I know we have, did Celine come in here tonight? Is Celine here? Oh, wow, HV. Thank you, HV. Much respect to you. Thank you for exchanging energy. Some people do not understand that. Some people don't know why. I have a membership paid area, but the teachings are free. I mean, even the people in membership know that. And so there's nothing different about the membership except that sometimes I will give diagrams or I'll give but you're not going to see extra videos in there. You're not going to see extra techniques in there. I mean, I will share what's already out there. Which you can already get out there. But thank you so much for supporting this work, Holy One. Blessings. And this is how I can keep on working and working and working and working and working doing the Christos avatar information. Otherwise, I could not do it. Thank you, HV. Much respect. I am him. Ashiana recently said 2022. Oh yeah, we have something to do with the Zeta Grays, and also something happens to our sun. But we're talking about thousands of years, but you still have to raise your consciousness. You still have to open your chakra, or you cannot. You physically cannot go to the fourth dimension without the fourth chakra. You can't go to the fifth dimension without the fifth chakra. So if the planet is taken over, if the sun just blows up, and when you die, you don't have those chakra, you're still fallen. So you still have to do the work, and no one's going to do it for you. You see what I'm saying? So this is a real threat, you guys. It is in Voyagers 2, or they talk about Phantom Earth, because Earth becomes Phantom Earth. They win. We lost. Now it's evacuation. Now it's you either ascend, get the chakra, get your spiritual affairs in order, because you are worshiping. You are subservient to fallen, angelic, malevolent, hateful extraterrestrial beings. You are worshiping them. You are being ruled by them. Of course you're descending. Of course you're falling into a horrible de-evolution. You think it's bad now, and this is not my ideas and my opinions. It's in the Emerald Order teachings. And yes, I've got some rude-ass comments. People asking me, is Ashana dead? No, as you can see, she's still speaking. She's still around. Okay? And but she's still teaching the most advanced ascension mechanics on the planet. She wouldn't be teaching you ascension if you and DNA bioregenesis if you didn't need it. You need to learn DNA bioregenesis. You need to activate your chakra. You need to have a working Merkaba field. You see? Yes, she said this is going to happen and that's going to happen, but you still need to do the ascension work. You still need to be awakened, because otherwise you're one of the ones falling. There is no savior. You're not going to be saved by the guardians. It's not about saving. It's about you and your state and your free will choice to follow these phantom concepts. Now people judge you. Now people are discriminate you. Now people are prejudiced. Now people are, living themselves in subservience and blind worship. And they put down women. Women are lesser. And it's no problems with treating animals bad and plants and all that other life. Those are living beings too. This is consciousness also evolving on planet, just like humans are evolving on the planet. But all these things that people are doing are phantom. You act like phantom, you speak phantom, you are doing phantom, you are falling into phantom. You are not evolving. You're not ascending. You're not going to some heaven of Jehovah God. You are actually the opposite. You're not a chosen one. There's no such thing as chosen ones in law of one. When all are equal in God, when all are part of the unified field of God, there's no chosen ones. It's a false creed. Remember, the darkness pretends to be light. They pretend to be God. So guess what? There's a bunch of fake gods. There's only one God. So if there's a bunch of Greek gods, Sumerian gods, Roman gods, Egyptian gods, Chinese gods, whatever gods, they're all fake. There's only one. These are phantom beings pretending to be gods. And guess what? These gods are doing what? They're ruling you. You're being subservient to gods, ETs, fallen angels, demons. The false creeds. This is called the path of chaos. The beings who take energy because they're in a finite system. Hate, arrogance, jealousy, these are all dark energies. Negative, positive. And so, burning anger, negative. Can you ask any intelligent person, because that's what it says in the Bible, burning anger. You don't believe me, huh? Okay, let me show you. Machiwa, Makaya, Mochikiso Mana, Machiwa, Hatakana. Not just regular anger. Most people who have anger problems have some type of anger management. But there's a God that's very, very burning anger. Does that sound like an evolved spiritual being to you? Isaiah. Oh, I had it. I was right there. Cruel. Oh, God is cruel. No, God is not cruel. But in the Word of God, you call it the Word of God, right? Isaiah 13:9. Open your Bibles, holy ones. Behold, there's that word Lord. What do we say about Lord? Behold, the day of the Lord is coming. Wow. Sounds like a threat. Sounds like a cruel, with fury and burning anger, to make the land a desolation. And he will exterminate you. Is that divine holy God? That's what billions of Christians and Islamists are worshiping, man. Why do you think it's a descending planet? Because the consciousness has been infiltrated and taken over by fallen angels. Now you're worshiping them. That which says it's good is actually very, very dark. Deuteronomy 9:8. Even at Horeb, you provoked the Lord to wrath, and the Lord was so angry with you that he destroyed you. A God of destruction and death, and sacrifice and murder, and wow, man. Somebody is not awakening. Are you awakening, Holy One? Are you finding a God of unconditional love? Are you finding a God who's about joy, who's about grace? Transmute this dark wickedness that's taking over like a cancer, like a virus. That's what it's been doing. It does nothing but destruction, man. Holy war's my ass. BS. Indigo called BS. There's nothing holy about war. There's nothing holy about anger, burning anger. There's nothing holy about fury or extermination or desolation. Straight up. Now go and strike and completely, 1 Samuel 15:3. This is the word of God. Destroy completely everything that he has. Do not spare him. Put him to death. Man, woman, child, and animals. Why not? You see, it's not conspiracy. It's in the Word of God. In the Word of Jehovah, fallen angelic. Do you see? Do you feel? Yes or no? Okay. I should make that a poll. Let's make that a poll. How should I word this poll? Do you resonate with a God of burning anger or a God of omni-love? That's a good poll. I'm very curious. And then the third option will be, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in a God. How's that? Start a poll. And the poll is, don't worry guys, nobody's going to see what your answer is. It just shows you the statistics of how many people said yes, how many people said no. And write it in the comments. So it's in the conversation, and other people, after the live is over, people will read your comments. And your comment, you guys are holding space with all together. This is a group thing. Do you resonate? That means, do you believe? Well, I'll just put, it's not about belief for us, it's a knowing. So I'll put, do you resonate? Do you resonate with an Angry God? Angry or loving? Yeah, but people in the Bible will say God's loving. You see what I'm saying? This is pointless, I guess. I don't know how to word it. I'll just think of a different poll. My instance needs to be relit. Two things. I'm not making this up. I've already shown you that tonight. Number two, I'm not high. I'm not on drugs. Just so you know, because there's all kinds of haters out there, all kind of people trying to dismiss the actual things that I'm speaking. So let me put some frankincense, you guys. That's benzoin. Frankincense. Okay, don't use stick incense. I'm not telling you what to do, but you don't want to use stick incense. It's chemical. With fake, what we call synthetic scent. So you light up some stick incense of frankincense, it's not frankincense. You see what I'm saying? Benzoin. That one's not labeled. Let me. Where's my Kapal, baby? Wow, my Kapal is getting low. White Kapal. Yeah, baby, what's up? Well, here's an easy way to put this. Do you believe in an angry God? How's that? And don't worry, like I said, no one's going to see your answer. Do you believe in an angry God? I'll just make it simple. Do you believe in an angry God? Because the ones following the Christos, we know God is not angry. We know that's a limited extraterrestrial in 11th dimension or down who is saying they're God. And it's a fallen angel in false creeds, teaching you false creeds. Do you believe in an angry, pissed off God? Yes, I do. Humans need to be judged. Humans are sinners and guilty of they need to be saved, right? That's the yes. Yes, I do believe in an angry God. No, God's not angry. God's not angry. Add a third option. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't. Oh, I don't believe in any God. I don't believe in any God. And how about another option? I haven't figured it out yet. I am still searching for God. I am still searching for God. And that's okay, you guys. Whatever your answer is, that's okay. No one sees who said what. Here we go. But you can write what your answer is in comments. And even if you believe in Jesus and Yahweh, you can put that in chat. Our group is not going to punish you and judge you and be angry at you. That's not what unity consciousness is. We represent unity. Okay? And we can get along. My family is Christian. I get along with my family. My family respect my beliefs. I respect their beliefs. Those are nice Christians. My family are nice Christians. A lot of Christians are judgmental. And I grew up as a Christian. That's why I can talk about them. I was a Christian in grade school. It was a private grade school. And they beat you there. And they gave you demerits and punishments. They put down women in that church. Wow, what a surprise. And so I had to go to church. Our church was three times a week. I believe it was Saturdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And plus I was going to the grade school 5 days a week. So I grew up as a Christian. I didn't want to. As soon as I moved out of the house, I made my own idea. I forgot to put apostrophe, huh? God is not angry. No, God's not angry. I think you guys know what I mean, but almost most of you say God's not angry. Well, let me edit it. I meant to put an apostrophe. I don't mean plural gods. I cannot edit it, but most of you, some of you, 5% say yes. And that's okay, you guys. My family believes that too. Except for my dad and my sister. My dad and my sister are resonating with the indigo point of view. And 2% don't believe in God. And that's okay. Not according to the Bible, but that's okay with people into unity. No judgment from our, we're not going to treat you bad or differently. But the religious people will treat you bad. That's because their God treats you bad. Wait, I'm trying to minimize this window. Okay. One, two, three. Hue programmer, yeah. Magenta star. I don't know how to edit neon. I don't see a neon edit button. There's the three buttons on the right side. I click that. It just gives me the option to in poll. Wait. In poll. I can't do anything but in poll. So once I put the poll up, I can't change it. But you guys know what I mean. God's not angry. God is not angry. That's what I meant. Well, anyways. I love you, blessed ones, holy ones. Let me put some amber on. And just, don't fool yourself, you guys. This is a spiritual war. And I know there's different beliefs, and you're saying you're not supposed to think about anything like the Buddhists, the Hindus. They talk about just being bliss out. But we're under attack. The human race is in spiritual bondage. And so that is something that's in our planet in every aspect. They're here. They're taking over. And if our teacher Ashana says we're going into evac, if the guardian angelic nations are saying we're going into evac, it's a serious thing. We lost, and now it's getting out of here before the sun or whatever the Zeta Grays do. Here's some bloodstone. I'm gonna put some bloodstone, baby. Yeah, man. What's up? I choose a loving God. Unconditionally. That is God's preference. That is remember I showed you on the diagram, darkness goes up to the 11th dimension, and that's in our time matrix. There's other time matrices, and here's an important, you would say, part of this, you guys, is the reality field that we're in. The time matrix is a hologram field. It's made of consciousness, but it's created with harmonics. And 3 dimensions equal 3 harmonics that create a universe of matter. The frequency vibration is what creates the matter form of beings in that reality. And it is in this, you could call it like a virtual reality. It's not really virtual reality, but it's synonymous, or it's similar. It's a simulated reality. It is simulating physical life when nothing is physical. We're all energy. Energy is not physical. It's vibration. It's frequency, oscillation. Scientists thought the atom is creating physical matter. It's not what's happening. The quantum physicists have a better idea. Everything is vibrating. In this hologram, in this simulation of physicality, this is where Creator God can have shadow. And outside of this experiment, outside of this creation of God, there is no darkness. And there are many God worlds. If you watch some of Ashana's advanced workshops, and I have to make a statement, well, I just thought of it. People are saying things about the videos being censored. The videos of Ashana Dean are not being censored. She is reporting them. She's having them taken down because it's copyright. There's no conspiracy about YouTube taking them down. It's Ashana taking them down. It's her copyright. It's her free will to do that. And I'm sure she has her reason. And maybe you're not aware of it, but there was a split in the shield, and you'll have to go read about that. What does the Ashana Dean split in the shield mean? Machiwa. So, the darkness is everywhere. And humans have the ability to become awakened even amongst this drama. Okay? Now realize that this is a time vector. This is a time vector where Earth descends. There's other time vectors. Right? If Armatena was destroyed in some time vector, well, in other time vectors, it still exists. Just like ancient Egypt was 50,000 years ago in human seeding 3, well, and it was destroyed. Atlantis was destroyed. The continent, there was a cataclysm that created destruction, and it became 3 main islands. They didn't learn their lesson. They went into another destruction, and now it became, now it's like forgotten. Like remnants of Atlantis, which is England, Ireland, Wales, and Netherlands. This is a remnant of Atlantis. Atlantis didn't go away. It was simply renamed. And that's where the people think it's all spiritual. This what's it called? In England, what's it called? They have these stones, Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a negative thing, not a good thing. You want to go to a good site, then go to Machu Picchu, go to Mount Shasta, go to, one of these vortices. Lake Titicaca. In Peru, they have very high energy. There's a Stargate in Tibet. There's a Stargate in Xi'an, China. There's battles, so there's going to be some, originally, the human races were, the 12 empires, originally, the 12 races, the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes came from inner Earth to surface Earth, created them in these locations. That was a long time ago. There's been wars. There's one of them is in the Persian Gulf, a Stargate. Why do you think there's a bunch of drama there? There's one in Jerusalem. Why do you think there's a bunch of drama there? Because there's warring over the gates, man. And it has to do with the angels and fallen angels. It has to do with hybrid extraterrestrials, fallen angels, and guardian hybrid extraterrestrials. That's what an indigo child is. That's what a starseed is. We're hybrids. We're part alien. Technically, we're all aliens because you could say, let me correct myself, because there's a difference between alien and extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial means not from this terrestrial planet. But we can have an alien here. Here's a perfect example. The Dracos are aliens, but they're earthlings too. The Nephilim Anunnaki are earthlings and alien too. Not extraterrestrial. An extraterrestrial is an alien from another dimension, another planet. So that's what these beings are. And they're phantom beings or extraterrestrial beings who have these agendas. They have these, let me show you, because I know a lot of people aren't going to get the whole religion thing. How can all religions have been changed? Let me show you. Check it out. Let's check it out. In Voyagers 2, which we given you the links for free. There's that key word there. These teachings are free. Only Ashiana charges. Otherwise, all these old ones are free. Ashiana has a free section too. But there was never mind, we're going there. Okay. So, how can all really, I don't know why this is doing this. Why is this doing this? I don't know what the F, let me see if, it won't do the whole screen. Anyways, it's okay. So, let me see, I got a bookmark here for intruder races. Sorry for the highlighting. I've had this for 10 years. I've put all kinds of highlights in it. So the first ones are the necromatons. And if we look at that, I want to show you that. Okay, so the necromatons are at the 11th dimension. Okay, Andromedes, all those channelers channeling Andromedes, they're a freaking fallen angel. Okay? So, go back to the PDF. Wait, I have to go to Zoom first. That's who the necromatons are, beetle people. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So, all right, so they have agendas. They're part of coalitions. But the thing I want to show you is what are they known for? What have they done? What have specifically these necromatons who are different races? There's Raylan Elohim necromatons, Andromi, they're insectoid beetle people. There's Jehovian Anunnaki, Andromi, human, Nephilim, dark-haired aquatic humanoid necromatons. There's these necromatons. There's different necromatons, including men in black. Hello. Okay, all of these different ones, the actual literal vampires, these beings, blue zeta grays, not gray aliens, but blue aliens, all these beings have been associated with Buddhaic, Tibetan, Eastern Christian spiritual texts, distortions. They also, necromatons, necromancy, Luciferian satanic Bible. These races are also known for creating the Luciferian, Egyptian, Tibetan, Mayan mystical teachings. You getting the idea yet? Also, they're known for the Alpha Omega Templar Melchizedeks. Oh, gee, here's that name again, Lord. They're known for Lord Melchizedek. They're known for Archangel Michael. They're known for angelic hierarchies. You're worshiping angels. Well, you think this angel's better than that angel. Some people are into Creon. Well, it's a fallen angel, man. Cortium, Nephilim, Anunnaki, Andromi hybrids. False Sananda Jesus contacts. Fallen Varagi, false ascended masters. They don't even know what is a freaking ascended master. Oh, wow. You've heard of the Thule Society? Well, there you go. That's what the Thule Society is. You guys want to check some belief system? Check Voyagers 2, homie. Andromes, oh, you channeling Andromes? So many New Agers channeling, man. They have no idea what they're getting into, what they're entangling yourself with. Remember, fallen angels pretend to be good guys. A friendly enemy of the allies. Okay, so let's go to the next one, the Centaurs. From Alpha and Omega Centauri. They're known and associated with Hindu, some more Hindu distortions, some more Sanskrit Islamic text distortions. They've made various shamanic, a lot of people in New Age were practicing shamanism, also pagans, also druids, and Wiccan tradition distortions. It's coming from centaurs, from Alpha Omega Centauri. Zeta gray aliens, also Zeta Reticuli, Zeta Zephlehim, the tall bipedal blue-skinned, Azazel, Bellatrix, tall grays, Rigel grays, those are negative ones, Reptilia, and the short grays, several insectoids. And oh wow, Toth Inky. So we have these beings associated with, what have they have done? What? Let me try. I'm trying to delete this. Okay. They're known for opening the phantom wormholes. Remember I showed you on the diagram? They made the Philadelphia experiment. There's also a negative Samyasi, which is, a negative Pleiadian from Nibiru called Samyasi. The ones who visited Billy Myers were Luciferians, homie. Those pretty chicks, those pretty hot blondes are freaking Luciferian. Well, it's not just the women. They have perfect men too, you know. These beautiful Pleiadians are actually not what you think they are. Let me see, what else? Okay, they're also, wow, MJ12. All of you people in the UFO movement talking about MJ12, talking about, and they're known, these beings we talked about or showed you have to do with these topics, such as the Nazi Zeta treaties, the Thule Society, I think we saw that already. Aleister Crowley, wow, are you surprised? The Black Sun, the Golden Dawn, gee, what have you got yourself wrapped up into? All you guys are worshiping Thoth and Enoch. Well, look at Enoch, man. Metaphysical cults. You're learning pagan teaching distortions. Okay, they're the ones who created the Philadelphia Montauk Project, these races. Okay, that's just one of these many fallen angels. Here are some, let me check chat, make sure it's all going, okay. We have these races, Omicron dragon moths, the Dracos who were created on Earth. Some of them can shapeshift, morph. We know that some of the Illuminati can do that. They've been accused of that. We've seen them in videos do that. They do that, man. This is according to the Emerald Order. Yes, that's real. Inner Earth, see? So some people think Inner Earth is all good. No. Hello. I've heard Ashana herself talk about it's not perfect in Inner Earth. There is wars in Inner Earth. Oh, you've heard about the chupacabras. Well, it's an experiment done between Omicron and Odedicron mammals and put on Earth. So we have ET creatures here called chupacabras here. We have orange zetas, so they're not all grays. There's an orange one. And there's a blue human reptile Omicron Zephlehim hybrid. Bellatrix. Oh, that's a planet from Bellatrix. So that's interesting, lovely, right? These beings who brought us Knights Knights Templar. Let me delete this highlighting. That's where you get some of the mafia. There's some more of the Nazi creeds and the Black Sun, mystical schools. more shamanism of Native Americans. See, people think Native Americans are so high in their spirituality. Their spirituality has been messed with too. Also, the Peruvians and some in Africa, shamanism, Haitian African voodoo. Well, of course, we know that's not good. But hello, the reptilians have taken over the Vatican. We know that, right? That's where you start getting the Roman Catholic control creeds. Well, the Toltec Aztecs, the Inca, the Islamic, more distortions, Wiccan, pagan, Reiki distortions. Ashiana talks about Reiki, you guys. She talks about some of the things that Reiki practitioners are actually doing unknowingly. And that's another video. I'm not going to talk about it here, but Ashiana talks about it. So that's the Omicron dragon, fallen angels. Here's the Dracos, the earthlings that were created here. And they're associated with more shamanic traditions. They promote environmental causes. You know, we've had all these freaking environmental crap come out. You guys have been through that in the year 2000s and the 2010s. We had all this environmental stuff. We still do. ET contact demos. I'm not sure what that means, but astral projection. They can get you in astral projection. A lot of you are into oh, I want to have astral sex. Well, hello. This is ETs again interfacing you. And they'll even get into your biofield. They'll do implanting. I've even heard from Lisa Renee, they can implant you through having sex. Sexual implants, transmitted. Some of them use sound tones. I wonder if all that new age sound tone crap is actually good for you. Astral cording, biofield tagging, all the unsuspecting humans, even in public events, they will use these techniques in public events. Hello, Super Bowl. So let's look at the next race, the Dedicron. That's the winged reptilians. Remember, these all have their own Illuminati lines. The ones that I already went through, each one of them has their own Illuminati line. So there's not just one type of Illuminati. See, they all have Illuminatis. This race has Illuminatis. They all have Illuminatis, man. Because they're the go-between. They're their little puppets down here. Where was I? Did I go through the... Okay, the Dodecan, the winged reptilians. They are known for all the Egyptian stuff, like the Egyptian pagan, shamanic, kahuna, mystical teaching distortions, Egyptian crocodile cults, falcon cults, voodoo, Lord Maitreya. I can go on and on. You think I'm making this stuff up? Here is the Emerald Order talking about it. Not me giving you fear porn. The Guardians are warning you about this stuff, man. Straight up. They kicked our asses. We lost. Human seeding 1, human seeding 2, and apparently human seeding 3 on its way. I'm not saying you can't ascend. That's the whole point. You still learn ascension mechanics. You still learn to awaken. You still avoid the false creeds on our planet. Avoid religious, judgmental, burning, angry gods. You dismiss that. You transmute that. Is there some good teachings in there? Of course. We're not saying all of those religions' teachings, because remember, you will learn from this, even in Voyager's books, you will learn that these religions are based off of something that was real, a real actual spiritual beliefs. Not all of these distortions in religions. And this is new. This has been happening not just overnight. It took a long time, you guys. They've been doing this since 50,000 plus years ago. And that's just human seeding 3. They actually did it millions of years ago, but we had to restart. We restarted and they're doing the same MO, man. So It's a wake-up call. Some people are awakening. Some people are not. And they're like you said, I did a poll, and there's 5% of you who are believing in these angry gods. Okay, so what? I must have missed a donation here. HV, I got HVs. Indigo! Wow, brother! Thank you, man! That was like 45 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I get on a roll. I'm not seeing the chat. Thank you, brother. You're awesome, man. I hope you said you got the, yeah, you got the obsidian crystal, right? All right. I love you, homie. Much respect to you. And you're part of this crew for a reason. What's up? I mean, you found yourself here. Something guided you. You are here. Your higher selves. You're part of this family. Thank you, brother. You're awesome. All oneness. All oneness. He said all oneness. And I want you guys to notice something. This word, at-one-ment. You know how to spell at-one-ment. It's the same word for religion, but they call it atonement. A-T-O-N-E-M-E-N-T. No, it's originally at-one-ment, not atonement, man. Thank you, brother. You guys are waking up. What's up, brother? I hope you're still here, right? Yeah, M's still here. Thank you, brother. Awesome. I love that numbers, 999 and 1133. You guys know what's up. Oh, yeah, you said it. That was when I had 1133 average view duration. Thank you, brother. You're awesome. Thank you for exchange of energy and for recreating this powerful master numbers of 1133. Yeah, brother. I personally, there's different stones, and you guys know we're in a spiritual war, but red stones, but there's not many red crystals, honestly. Maybe jasper, something like that. But a lot of people gravitate to the black stones because black stones are grounding. Has to do with your root chakra as well. Red, it's red, but it also represents black. Black crystals, like hematite, obsidian. Well, there's different ones, and obsidian is one of my favorite. And the thing that I love about obsidian is that cool effect you can see. It's kind of like labradorite. If you look at a labradorite, I wonder if I have one for you guys. You will see it. Do you guys mind? It'll take me 20 seconds. I want to get these crystals. My back. Gotta be careful of my back. Woohoo! Party time! What's up? What's up, homies? Whoa, we got this. I don't want to sit on my crystal. Yeah. Oh, I got two labradites. Here. This is labradite. You might see some cool effects happen when you turn the crystal in light. I love labradite. I got two beauties right here. What's up? Makoya, I love spheres, crystal balls, because of their energy radiates in 360. You wouldn't use this for healing because it's not pointed. Usually pointed crystals you use like a rod, like a wand, to point the energy. These are, I don't need it to point in a certain direction. I just want to meditate with spheres in my hands. When I'm on meditating, or just on medicine, I'm holding two crystal balls, man. Energy, baby. What's up? And this is hematite. There's a label on here. I buy them wholesale at crystal shows. Like our brother Starman knows, I was at a crystal show with him in Tucson, Arizona. Oh, this is tourmaline. Excuse me, not hematite. So tourmaline is another black stone. It's not completely black, but this is another grounding stone. So hematite and obsidian and tourmaline. I personally always have a quartz and Auralite 23, baby. What's up? I resonate with quartz. I want to say though, like to Indigo Wizard, or I guess it's not important to anybody. I one time when I was on medicine, one time, I picked up the crystal balls, and I believe it was obsidian. It was a black stone. It was so powerful, man, like electrical shock. I put it down right away. That was an unbelievable experience to confirm the energy inside a crystal. So crystals are powerful, and they can be used in negative ways as well. Be mindful of that. You know, there's people like us following Omni-Love and Love and Light, the creator's original intention and joy. And then there's others who are against that. Like the fallen angels are against that. Well, they're going to do dark shit with these crystals. So they're a tool, a device for whoever's holding it. What's your intention, right? So yeah, obsidian's powerful, good grounding stone. When you guys feel like you need to be grounded, use a black stone like hematite, obsidian, or the other one. And it's not just those crystals, but there's other crystals that have. Here's a crystal book here I recommend. Let me grab this. This is my #1 favorite crystal book. I've had it for years, so it's you can tell. This is called Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall. Man, she is awesome. Judy Hall is an expert at crystals, obviously, but she does more in describing the properties of them than I've seen in other crystal books. Like our brother's crystal. Because, you know, when we deal with fallen angels, all this stuff makes a difference in our energy. The frankincense, crystals, and intentions, and doing shield work. You're going to learn shield work in these teachings. Let me see what page obsidian's on. I guess the index is at the back or front. Yeah, it's at the front. Obsidian. Page 214. Page 215, black obsidian. Oh, there's different obsidians. Cool. See, I learned stuff I didn't know that at 215. Obsidian. Okay. Beneficial for compassion, strength, digestion, and anything that is hard to accept. Detoxification, blockages, hardened arteries. You guys, crystals were known by the ancients, and they used them as medicine. So you hear things like this as helping you with your arteries and arthritis, joint pain, cramp, injuries, pain, bleeding, circulation, enlarged prostate, warming the extremities. And it tells you the history of it, like the Aztecs fashioned flat sheets of obsidian into scrying mirrors. You know, we just learned about how the Aztecs were distorted by fallen angelics, and they're doing divination, witchcraft, or magic systems like that. See, when you have the crystal's point of view, you will see it in black and white. You will see what the New Age is wrapped up in. You'll see what religions are wrapped up in. Anyways, I recommend this encyclopedia. She has made lots of crystal books, but I recommend this one. This one's the best one, in my opinion. And it's color-coded. You can go straight to the orange crystals, the yellow crystals, the green crystals, the blue crystals, the So. What's up, homies? Yeah. I am so happy to see all of you awakening to the inner Christos, the inner God spirit inside. Religion teaches you God out here. It's not. That's false creed. God's not out here. It's a unified field. We're all creations of the one and only creator. There isn't a Zeus, there isn't a Yahweh, a Brahma God. These are all false gods. There's only one God, and it is not a boy or a girl. Male or female. It's doesn't have gender. God is consciousness. We're made in the image of Creator as consciousness. The whole time matrix is made of consciousness. Every single particle, what the Guardians call ultra micro particles, are made of consciousness. Everything is alive. A plant is alive. Plastic is alive. AI is alive. Everything is alive. You can't have something that's not alive. You can't have something that's not part of God, Creator, Source. And one thing you learned tonight is that darkness is limited. Darkness is in the lower fields of God. In a hologram field. God created, from what I remember from the teachings, God created 24 time matrices. That's why there's 24 ascended master families. And so the Melchizedeks are the ones who created our time matrix. And it was given free will. And so look what happens when God gives itself free will in a piece of itself, in a section of itself. God gave itself free will. And with that free will, God explored shadow. But it's only in the hologram field. That's what I'm trying to get across. Because some people think you balance yourself through shadow and light. No, you don't. Yes, you learn about the darkness, just like you teach your kids dangers in the world and keep them protected from the dangers. But you will tell them about the dangers so they're knowledgeable and look out and are mindful of it. We talking about fallen angels, not to become dark and fallen angelic, but so you can be not affected by their illusions, affected by their manipulations. You will know them. You're becoming knowledgeable. Some people don't like that. Okay, so here we go. Awakening 2024. Exposing Inky fallen angels. Enlil fallen angels. Yahweh fallen angel. Allah fallen angels. Okay, these are groups of collective. These are collectives, not individuals. Now, Thoth is an example of an individual. But Thoth is part of the Inky Anunnaki collective. Just like I am part of the Lyran collective. Some of you are connecting to Lyrans. I'm definitely a Lyran. But you're multidimensional. And you have coming out. You have... Remember, we are all of us, even the fallen angels, are ascended masters projecting themselves down into this time matrix. We're all equal as ascended masters in the unified field of God. We're not... See, when we come down here and populate ourselves in different levels of itself, you have higher selves, we have different levels of ourself. Some of them are brilliant, some of them are light, some of them are blessed, some of them are unholy, dark, hurting and harming other beings. It's part of your family. Maybe part of your family is shadow. And when you're multidimensional, psychic, perceiving other parts of yourself, maybe some of yourself is part of the dark matrices. Maybe this life you get it. Other lives you didn't. I mean, we forgot our memory anyways. We're being blocked from that in the DNA, but we can awaken. A lot of you are awakening because of the Stargate opening cycle. Now going into a Stargate closing cycle, but they're still open until they do close. You see what I'm saying? There's still Stargate SG SG 1 through 6 are still open. That's why it's an opportunity. But it's also why the fallen angels are here. And they knew that since 208,216 BC that this was going to be the next time to have a Stargate opening cycle. So they came here and they planned it. They obviously planned it really, really good. It's not over for the human race, you guys. You don't have to be living in sorrow and sadness. It's not about that. It's about you remembering, eventually remembering. You'll remember from your soul, your own soul will tell you, if you put intention there, that we came here to help. Apparently, to help in the 200-year evacuation. One thing you guys got to understand, the Guardians know the future. Extraterrestrial beings, multi-dimensional beings, using UFOs, using Merkaba fields, these beings time travel. It's normal. Down here, it's not so normal. We don't even believe time travel. It's science fiction, apparently. But it's not. Philadelphia experiment, time travel. Montauk, time travel. Secret space program talks about 25 years and back, time travel. So, no, 20 and back. So, but they have time travel. The Germans, secret societies, time travel. After getting contact with some inner Earth races. Remember, they're not all good. The United States started doing treaties with the Zeta Greys, fallen angels. We were in time of war. We needed an extra edge. The ETs gave us an extra edge. We kicked ass in that war. We won the war. Because of alien technologies, homie. But a lot of you don't even believe in aliens. And your concept of fallen angels is based on the distorted religions. You see? Iberian girl. Loving the knowledge. Much love to all. Thank you, Star Sister. Oh, I can like it. It says I can like. There's a like button, but it's not letting me push like. Thank you so much, Iberian girl. I'm curious, what country are you in? That sounds so cool. Thank you so much for supporting this work, you guys. And hey, it's not all good news, but it doesn't mean, we awakened to our purpose here. We knew it was being taken over. I was born 1970. I didn't know when I was a kid or a teenager about all this stuff, but I was born here as an indigo child to awaken, to be part of this, all this events happening. We were being born through a birthing contract. We made an agreement to come here. We have a covenant. It's called the Emerald Covenant. You're serving the original intention of God. You're part of the guardian angelic nations. There's a group called the Guardian Alliance that we're part of, coming out of Machiwa. Monster Quinn, Machiwa. You're in Canada, right? Thank you, Star Sister. So much respect. Thank you for being part of this regular lives. And how are you? I'm doing good. I told you guys I'm doing all this weed eating. I was paying other people. It would cost me a few $100, $200 or $300, because I live on an acre of land. They wouldn't even do the whole thing. They were doing like just around my house. And so when I got a quote for the whole property, because my 12-month contract is over, I have to renew it actually in a couple weeks. I have to get the whole yard ready. I had to clean my whole house because I passed that. But they said I got to take care of the weeds. I'm taking care of the weeds. So how am I? I'm just sore and beat up from that. But I will survive. My back, I put intentions to make sure my back is okay, and my back is, You know, you put those affirmations. My back is strong. My back is protected. I make prayers for it to my, higher selves. I put manifestation into it. My back is, and it is. My back is lasting. I'm not in shape, but I'm managing on day number 9. I'm doing good, sister. Thank you for asking. I'm excited for the new changes around. It's good to clean up all these energies, right? It was sad for me because, the weed eater is going to kill some insects, and I saw grasshoppers hopping. I let them hop away. Mostly it was grasshoppers I could see. I can't see all the little tiny, literally tiny ants. Sorry, guys, I'm like that. I don't want to kill anything. So you get to that energy, that level of consciousness, you don't want to kill nothing. It's straight up. It's a resonance. It's a vibration. But thank you for asking. Hemingford, Quebec? I'm not familiar with Hemingberg, but Quebec, yeah. Thank you, sister. I guess we're almost in the same. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I was living in Arizona for a while, so I was in Mountain Standard Time. Helena, good night, sweetheart. She said sweet dreams. Thank you. See you on the next time, right? Yeah, see? Someone said we're mostly from North America, but you see we're from different countries, actually. A lot of people from different areas. It's not easy. You said it, man. And I had to always be mindful of my back. And I had to keep repeating and telling myself, be mindful of my back, And the worst part is just my hands, man. I wouldn't know what I would do without this, this wand, man. This wand actually works. It only takes a few seconds for each area. So you guys, if you want to support this channel, these are expensive. They're $400, but they're freaking an investment. How much do you spend on pharmaceuticals every month, every year? This replaces that, basically. So anyways, there's a link down below. And if you have any type of pains like that, you guys, and people have healed diseases with this thing. So there's testimonies all over the world. I don't even have to sell you on it. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just offering it because I believe in it. Because I use it. I'm a user. So is Starman. He's the one that introduced it to me. Little alien, vato! You're a girl, so I should say vata. Hey, vata! Amiha! Lakshmi, yeah, you said it. It's amazing. You said it, little alien. Sources love, light love. So, people who believe in this neutrality thing that, oh, God is part good and bad. No, God, that's inorganic. That's part of the hologram. You see what I'm saying? It's not part of the completeness of God. The higher God worlds have no shadow, no darkness, no negative. It's like you're in the people who believe that stuff, they have no idea what is true enlightenment or living in orgasm with God. It's like blessedness. I have been in medicine before, you guys, and I have felt this love overcome me. It just comes over my whole body. It's hard to explain what true love is, and it almost brings you like tears to your eyes of joy. Blessed joy. It's like I want to just sit in this love, and that's our true nature. That's where we're coming from. And we're multidimensional, and we exist simultaneously up in those levels. So we are experiencing orgasm with God, so to speak. Like that most fantastic feeling, and it's continuous. That sounds like a Harley or something. Free! Machiwa sister, yeah! What's up? Sending good vibes and gratitude. 111. Much respect. And I know it's not your first time. Thank you, sister. You're awesome. I wish I could see some of you guys in person. Hugs. Family. What's up, family? Thank you, Frey. Oh, Monster Quinn, I don't like mosquitoes. I mean, that's one of the things I would kill. I mean, I don't like to say that word, but this thing is attacking and drawing my blood. So I would do that. I mean, that's the only exception. Maybe there's, even a poisonous snake, I would, make sure it's okay. And you've heard me talk about taking black widows and outside. I don't kill them. I don't spray them with Raid. Do you know what Raid would feel like? If you were sprayed with something that makes you burning death and dying. Being mindful or not, apparently. They are gross mosquitoes, yeah. Plus they can transmit diseases. It's like, I feel for you, sister. Vampire, right? It's literally attacking you right now, like shit, sucking your blood. J. Will, you know the feeling, right, sister? So blessed, so perfect divine. And I felt this feeling, you guys, of where it was a collective. I saw a collective move past me, and it was giving me this energy like it treasures me. You get the feeling this being loves you so much, it treasures you. I got this feeling of being treasured to this being, to this collective, not a being, beings, collective. Unbelievable. And I can speak with conviction because I know this information is truth. I know that religion that I was growing up with is the opposite. It is lies. Not this blessed love, man. Burning angry energy. And I wasn't awakened as a teenager, but I knew something was wrong with all this dogma. So, you guys, all of you have the potential, and I know many of you are because I get some of your stories. Some of you feel compelled to tell me your story, and that's okay. I'm not complaining. But I got confirmation from many of you saying that you are experiencing these supernatural paranormal things. And so just know that that's happening to indigos and starseeds and any earth humans who are awakening. So we'll be finishing in about 10 minutes, you guys. Okay, just so you know, I'm so hungry after, I only eat once a day. And so since I'm totally out of energy from the labor work, I gotta just kick back. And guys, I want to say something. Tales from the Loop. I like to tell you guys every once in a while what shows I've watched. Tales from the Loop was very interesting. Now, some of these shows, I'm not saying, oh, it has some dark concepts, but you're a Christed being, right? You're connected to the Christos. So for me, it's a learning experience. I get to see the light versus shadow. You get to see in these shows light versus shadow and a lot of things that you're interested in. And so, like, how the good guys are trying to balance against the dark beings. And oh, dude, this was an amazing series. Ragnarok. Now, I know it's about Viking gods, Norse gods, but you guys watch Ragnarok. I believe it's free on Netflix or Amazon. I don't know. This show was freaking amazing. I love that show. But the last, I'm not trying to ruin it, but the last show was horrible, stupid ending. But the rest of the series was really a cool freaking show, and just know that these person had a superpowers, but we have some type of super consciousness inside of us, and quite frankly, when you consider higher dimensions, you are godlike. I've heard Ashana describe we're in 3D, even 4D, much less 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Even 4D is godlike to us. So, seeing a show where you have superpowers is not unbelievable. But I just love that show, and maybe some of you will too. So I talked about, Tales of the Loop was just strange, but that's why I liked it. It was just strange and interesting. Indigo's like strange fantasy, science, sci-fi, because we come from those type of realms. We see spirit guides, we see aliens, we see UFOs, we see godlike consciousness. I have seen it, no joke, and it's not coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of love and sharing what all of us humans are capable of. The fallen angels do not want you to wake up. They don't want you to wake up your silicate matrix gene code. And I know they're going to take over, but they don't want any of you to get out of here. They don't want any of you to ascend. They just want to dominate and control everything. Hello, does that sound familiar? Do you not see control systems on this planet? There's dark agendas, and I showed you some of the agendas in the PDF. Okay? The Guardians are talking about this scary shit. So it's to help you prepare yourself and to take this seriously, you guys. This is why I keep saying that this should not be a Sunday thing only. Like once a week kind of thing, you think about it. This should be a priority right next to your full-time job. You have a full-time job you got to pay your bills and all this shit. Well, you need to spend a lot of energy into your your consciousness and your awakening. And go through Kathara. Okay? You want to learn Ascension? Learn from the Guardians. Learn from Ashana. Okay? Learn Kathara. Go through Kathara 1, go through Kathara 2 if you can. Go through Kathara 3, Kathara 4, go through sliders. I haven't even gone through all the sliders. I just know that I've seen my Christed avatar. I've seen higher levels than that. Because remember, Christed avatar is 12. Okay? I've seen higher levels than 12th dimension. I've seen collectives. And so, that's within all humans. Remember, I got through talking how this whole system is being populated by ascended masters. And some of those ascended masters, thank you for those balloons. Some of those ascended masters wanted to experience darkness, wanted to be shadow with their free will. You get to a point where they forgot, you fall, you're forgetting. Now they don't even remember their original ascended mastery. They don't remember that they were once connected to the, direct connection to God. You would say, we're all God, but I'm saying you're completely aware of it. You're aware of the Kirashe. You're aware of the Kundare. You're aware of the Unisai. Bless all of you. Thank you for joining me on this video about fallen angels and the Phantom Matrix. I hope you learned something. Much respect to you guys and your spiritual journey. And remember, this was not about judgment. We're not trying to put down your beliefs. We're talking about some real consequences. 111 likes, 111 likes. Yes! Did you guys see the 111 at the end of the show? What's up? This is about exposing darkness. Light shines. Remember, I've gone through it before. I turned off all my studio lights. You see the difference when there's only darkness? You can't see nothing. We're in darkness. Shine your light. Shine unity consciousness. Shine innerchristos love. Talk about getting conversations with people lovingly, non-judgmentally. Don't get angry at someone who disagrees or says some negative shit. We're about transmuting. Okay? But you can start getting in your own social media, or talk to your loved ones, talk to your family, talk to your friends about unity. Don't be shy to be talking about stuff like that. We're priests of light. We are called priest kings, indigo children. We're called magi kings for a reason. We're part of the same bloodline that Jeshua Sananda Melchizedek came out of, who was the last 12-strand avatar. We talk about Jesus, the real Jesus, was an indigo child. And so we're all part of that family Holy Grail line. It's called the Holy Grail line. We're holy ones. This is why I call you holy. And you're meant to awaken. You're meant to be speaking and sending the frequency of Christ consciousness. Bless all of you. Thank you all of you for being here with me. We won't always talk about fallen angels. Don't worry. Every now and then we should. And so remember, this is a lot of new people coming. So bless all of you. And please check out my other videos. You guys, only because of the weed eating for 9 days in a row, my video that I'm making is slowly coming. I'm getting closer to the final edit, and it's long form content. I'm starting a long form content series that's talking about the hidden history, the forbidden history. It's talking about the secret government. It's talking about the Illuminati. It's talking about the fallen angels, malevolent ETs. So that's coming soon. And if you guys need to send me a direct message, please do it on Facebook or Instagram or email. And I hope to see you guys on the next, on the flip-flop. And love yourself, love others, and, heal, meditate, do pranayama, learn kathara, learn sliders, expand yourself. See you guys soon. Machiwa. I am Christos. I am Christos. I am Christos. Say it with me. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Shaddai Ure Akuntun. Shaddai Ure Akuntan. Shaddai Ure Akuntan. Omnichrystus love. Good night, you guys. Lucid dreams. Peace. Makai.